Hello everybody, welcome back to another Game of Thrones stream. This time trying something else janky. I think I'll try and alternate some unusual things with some tier 1 decks. Today I'm trying House of Dreams 10 Towers, which I forgot to go grab first before I drew my starting hand, so I'll fix that here. It looks like my opponent's running Targ, House of Dreams, Aegon's Hill. So, let's see, what do I think about this matchup? I've got King's Law in my plot deck if he tries to do some Shadows shenanigans. I don't have Makuro though, and I don't have Risen by the Sea. Looking at this setup, got 4 cards, so I should probably keep it, even though I don't have... it's a tough one, because if he just Flame Kisses my Island Refugee, then my Naval Escort's gone. It's 4 cards, though. The setup is pretty important for this deck, being House of Dreams. Ideally, I'm looking for Bay of Ice early. I've only got 2 in the deck, though I might need to add another one. I've only played 1 practice game with this deck, and the draw was a bit of a problem. There are a few cards that work really well with the mill synergy, though, that are just good cards in any case, like Baelor and the Reader. Enraged Crewman really powers 10 Towers. There's the restricted card, Naval Escort, of course, to pump my guys up and get more bang out of this. Alright, so we're just waiting on him to set up. He's telling me he got a bad setup. And there's nothing on the line for this game, so generally if he gets a horrible setup, I'll be fine with him taking another mulligan. And he says no, he'll keep it. Alright. Alright, so he's got Dany and a refugee. I'm going to want to win initiative here so that I can get off a high claim military challenge and maybe kill her before she can do any damage. Valor is actually a decent option here. I would lose my refugee and my naval escort. I'm sure he has ways to bring Dany back. The standard opening plot for this deck is either Retaliation or Victorian Schemes. That's one thing I'm still trying to work out, is what to open with. In this situation, Retaliation isn't that great because he'll get to go first and attack with Dany. And I don't have any gold producers that would make me more comfortable opening with a 3 gold plot. I'm going to have to go with Retaliation. That's interesting. I guess he's going to make it summer. Very interesting. He just went to get a carrion bird. I guess that makes sense since he's going to go first. He wants to be able to push through that military challenge. Alright, draw phase. Still no economy. Alright. This is no bueno, but see what I can do. So my characters in my hand are not going to be safe because of Aegon's Hill, and on the board they're not going to be safe because of Dany, so just going to have to make the best of this. I think I definitely need to add a third Bay of Ice. Besides that, there's not a whole lot of draw in the deck. There's the Reader, although sometimes I want to use him to mill. Might even add a copy of Fishmonger's Square or whatever it is that lets you draw 2 cards after you've milled. I think it's after you mill an attachment or an event. I'm already at 62 cards, so I need to cut some stuff, but I'm already thinking about adding cards to help with the draw. He's made it winter, okay. That sucks considering I've drawn 0 economy locations. And is he doing some weird milling shenanigans? This is a pretty strange start here. Alright. I only get 3 gold. Thankfully I've got another refugee to eat some claim. Could go with another naval escort and a Fish Whiskers. Fish Whiskers and Carl would be not enough to defend Dany's 4 strength entering challenge. I'm kind of at a loss here. Let me know in the comments what you would do. I'm gonna play... I think I'm not gonna win an intrigue challenge at this point. So I'm just gonna play some dudes. And he's gonna get to wreak havoc on my hand with Aegon's Hill and take whatever he likes. There's some good choices in there. So I'm going to show him my hand here. Be nice if I got to see his. He's got 6 cards in there. No influence or anything showing burn yet. Not really sure what he's going for here. Alanis goes to the dead pile. You know what? I think I should have played Carl because I have the Iron Mines to save him, so I would have been able to save him from Dany and then win that 2-claim intrigue challenge. So that was a mistake. Alright, so he takes Carl, of course. My cheap guy and my intrigue icon. Lovely. And I guess I'll just let Fish Whiskers die. Not really worth saving. sure what he's waiting for. Should be able to do an unopposed military. Or actually, he can only stealth one of them. So I can just block with the other. Gotta think here, because I'm going to lose them both when I don't win dominance. So I'm giving them both +4 each, so I should win this military and then win a military against him. And he'll have Danny, and my board will be blank. Oh, and I'll lose my naval escorts if I do a military challenge. So now I should have just let that go unopposed and saved with the Iron Mines. That would be better than losing both my naval escorts. That was a mistake. So now do I do a military, kill his 2 chuds, lose both of my chuds and my naval escorts? I think not. That sucks. If I do the unopposed, I do get to mill 6 cards off his deck. I don't think that's worth it, though. He doesn't have anything left for Dom, right? Alright. Yeah. I think that was the right decision. Plot phase. How can I get rid of Danny? He's got 6 cards in his hand. Could go with Rule by Decree here to even things up. Could go with Victorian Schemes. I'm going to count 2 gold though. I think I've got to go with Rule by Decree just for the gold more than the ability. Not an ideal start here. Alright, he's going to win initiative, and his blot hurts my house. Okay, lovely. Which is ironic that his plot hurts my house, because I think Targ and Greyjoy are now being shoved together with their little 2 gold guys from this new cycle. And he let me go first, okay. Interesting. Alright, Street of Steel, glad to see you. So what do I want to do this turn? I could either play the Drowned and the Enraged Crewman, or just the Raiders. I think it would be better to play 2 characters. Oh, you know what? We forgot to do Rule by Decree. Or did he do it? Alright, slight delay here. think he doesn't know what they do. Okay, he just doesn't know Greyjoy cards. Damperish Drowned is not really that new. Give us just a minute. Feel free to fast forward if you want. Alright, hopefully we've got this sorted out now. Alright, I think he did do Rule by Decree because Khal Drogo's in his discard pile. And the Golden Company. So this seems more or less like a just a bunch of random Targ cards. I have no idea why he's making a winner. At least not yet. He's played Sunstroke, Online Raged Crewman. He's played Visenya's Hill. Alright, it's a little late to trigger that, but sure. You can trigger that. It's gotten 2 of my warships. So Sunstroke is a card I have not seen or used in a while. It can be situationally really, really good. If you throw that on an opponent's Red Viper who's got he calls it Thinking on him already, so he's 5 strength, that'll take care of him. Kills Tywin. Kills a lot of good characters, but also doesn't kill a lot of characters because they'll be winning by 3 and not triggering that response. Or things like the Brigands and the new Blackwood army for Stark have more than 4 strength. Naval Escort lasts until the end of the phase. And so does Sunstroke. I don't know if I've ever had conflicting until the end of the phase effects. If anyone's watching this, let me know how that plays out. I guess they should expire simultaneously, or maybe the first player gets to decide. In this case, I am the first player, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, I have no intrigue icons, except, oh, I have the Damper's Drowned, right. I really need to be better about remembering that. Let's see if he wants to do Aegon's first. This might be the only challenge I get through unopposed this round. So I'm going to bump everybody up to +4. Alright, I get my unopposed power. I'm going to go ahead and trigger this guy. So that was 6 cards. Which will bring him down to 40. Still a long way to go. He has no characters in his dead pile, although I do get to see what's in his discard pile now, so maybe that'll give me a bit of a clue to what he's trying to do. So he's trying to mill me as well. He's got Nightmares of the North. This is a mill versus mill matchup. How exciting. Alright, now what do I want to do? Sure. He should kill the Enraged Crewman here, since I'm not going to have enough gold to play Hammerhorn Raiders anytime soon, in all likelihood. You know what? Fury of the Dragon is still restricted, isn't it? Is that his restricted card, I guess? Alright, so he chooses wrongly. In my opinion, at least. I guess I should have saved this for the military challenge, because Enraged Crewman will make it unopposed, even if it's not. If I need to naval him in. Alright, he loses his Carrion Bird, and alright, so Naval Escort turns out to be a pretty nice counter to Sunstroke. He's gonna kill him with Danny instead. Alright. I can't do anything about that. So I'm gonna lose 2 Enraged Crewmans here. And now I'm really thinking about Valor next turn. Although, I'll have 3 cards in hand to my 0. So that's not good for Valor. You know what? Maybe I should start playing Visenya's Hill out of house in my deck. Can reduce it with Refurbished Hulk. That might not be a bad idea. I ask him which one and he says yes. Alright, I'll just pick for you then. I could also do Trebuchet. There's a couple other Lannister cards that I could play either out of house or with Conquest to ramp up the mill a little bit. The new Grand Maester Pycelle mills a couple cards. Alright, so I'm going to discard the top 12 cards of my deck. Thanks to Heads on Pikes. He's taken my own Heads on Pikes, my Reader, my LIV, my newly made Lord, my Euron, my Baelor. Oh, 10 Towers Longship would have been really good to borrow his Heads on Pikes. That's a bummer. It's the only copy I've got in the deck, too. Alright. I think it's gotta be Valor here. The only other thing I could do is maybe Rise of the Kraken. And just try and win a 2-point military challenge, but I'm sure he'll get another character on the board. So that still wouldn't solve any. I don't know my opponent today. This is a random Octagon matchup, which I try and avoid. If anyone wants to schedule a match against me, that'd be fine. I'm usually available in the mornings, East Coast USA time, or later at night after about 10:30. Also, Sunday evenings are good. Just let me know though, and we'll try and work out a time to get you on the stream here if you want. Okay, Lineage and Legacy could end up helping me out here. I'm going to save my Damper's Drowned so that I won't lose my Naval Escorts. And I'm going to get prize 2 from Danny. And he wants to mill the top 2 cards of my deck. Alright. Ah, man, he almost made me first player. And I could have, oh well, that wouldn't have mattered. He doesn't have anyone to kill on the board. With Theon, though, you usually want to go first so you can play him, and then your opponent will marshal and have to kill somebody right away. Bay of Ice is good to see. We are both pretty low on cards here, more or less top decking. Hopefully Bay of Ice changes that for me. Has he put a card in Shadows? Is that what that is? Has it been there a while and I just haven't noticed? Alright, so far he has milled one of my heads on pikes. Still have a couple more in the deck. He's only got 3 characters in his dead pile though. And he still has 11 more cards in hand than me. Alright, he's not playing anything. Interesting. I only get 1 gold because of Winter. Is there any reason not to play Theon? He could just Valar on his turn. Got the Intrigue icon, so I can win Intrigue and Power this turn, hopefully. I should be able to get off a 6 strength unopposed challenge. Not quite what I was hoping for when I drew this up. I was imagining 10 plus strength unopposed challenges every turn and mill them in 4 turns, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out that way. My opponent is taking a bathroom break, so once again, feel free to fast forward if you want. Let's see what plots I could go for next turn. Once again, I'll mention if you're watching this on Twitch, I am uploading my videos to YouTube now, so I can post link to the deck lists from YouTube, and you can comment and we can discuss some plays and changes to the deck, things like that. It doesn't look like... I still don't know if that's a Shadows card. I guess it is. Could go with King's Law next turn if he doesn't bring that out. He's got 1 gold left. So what could that be? Griff, Varus, Blood Magic Ritual. Yeah, Young Griff, that's what I meant. Okay. So he can win the power challenge against me and take a couple powers. I don't care. This is pretty simple. All he can do is a power challenge. I'm not the most patient person. Although I do think I play a little slow once in a while. I try not to. I have no hand. But thanks for playing. So far, it seems like the only reason he's made it winter is for Frostfang Peaks. I suppose he probably has the King's Roads. Always a good reason to make it winter. And you can discard my cards and move them over with Visenya's Hill. It's a pretty nice combo, I guess. Come on, man. He stealthed Theon, although I could have actually enabled Theon in there. I'll have to remember that next time. Yes. Yeah, mill him for 6 more. I'll bring him down to 31. I'm at 28 cards left in my deck. And I'll be at 7 power to his 4. Let's see what he discarded. Dragon, Bay of Ice, Meraxis. Okay. I've actually been forgetting captured cogs. Usually I care more about the initiative. I wonder if that would have made a difference. Yeah, because I had that on the first turn, I think. So that first turn with my refugees should have played out differently. I could have gone ahead and done that military challenge if it made any difference. Alright. He still has 3 cards in hand. I have 0. None of these plots are particularly enticing. I think I'll go with Victorian Scheme. Visenya's Hill is just obnoxious. It really slows things down. Wonder if he's got another Heads on Pikes yet. That would be, what, 20 cards? 18 cards off my deck. I don't run more than one of any of the uniques in here, I don't think. So it doesn't really matter who he picks. Yeah. Alright. And 18 cards off the top of my deck. I'll be nice and show them what they are. He's gotten my only Harrenhal. He's gotten my newly made Lord. Octarian. So how many is that? 14. Saltcliffe, I'm not sure about yet. That attachment could probably be cut. I've got 34 cards in my discard pile. Oh no, my Orkwood Captain. I haven't even gotten to use him yet. Okay. Is this a tie for initiative? No, I have it. With the Bay of Ice. Theon will take care of young Griff. That gives him 4 characters in his dead pile, so I can mill 8 with heads on pikes, bring him down to 21. Still a far way to go. Iron Mind should come in handy because he hasn't Ballard yet. I'm gonna have to kill Theon here, probably. If he plays an ally, that would be quite lucky, but it would probably swing this match pretty solidly in my favor. He forgot his peaks again. Alright, fine. Should make him remember that, but... Alright, he put another card in Shadows. He's got 1 card in his hand. I'm gonna count 2 gold. Oh, so I won't even be able to bring out Varys. I haven't gotten a gatehouse this entire game. May as well at least put him there. Alright, come on. Why can I not highlight Theon? Let's see if he brings whatever that is out of Shadows. Alright, no Shadows for him. We'll do an intrigue challenge. Actually, you know what? He didn't discard his hand from that. Did he have anything in his hand? Maybe he didn't. I'm doing this out of order, but whatever. I think I'm gonna run out of deck before he does. He's got 6 power to my 10. Yeah, there's his Winter King's Roads. Is that Eris? Yeah. The Mad King has been discarded. Alright, should be my Dom with 4 to his 2. Those captured cogs might win me the game. Once my deck is gone. I'm only going to get one more draw phase. So what plot do I want to use? If I go with Rise of the Kraken, I could potentially win a power challenge unopposed and win the game here. Depending on what characters he gets. I'm going to draw 1 with Bay of Ice, and then I'm going to discard 2 to his Frostfang Peaks. Oh, that stealth on military would have been really nice. And then I'm going to draw phase and get my last 2 cards. And no characters. That's horrible. Alright. I might as well do one of these now. Since it's limit once per round. On the bright side, his mill cards are now completely useless. River Blockade is far too little, far too late. Same with the Sunset Sea. Should I even play them? I'm literally not going to have anything in my hand. There's no point. It's all up to Damp Hairs Drowned. Can our hero get an unopposed military or power challenge? Sweet. Looks like he didn't get a power icon. That was a strange game. I'm sorry if you sat through all of that, but thank you for watching, and I'll be back maybe tomorrow with something a little more tier 1. Thanks, guys.